Hi, today we discuss on procurement of stock versus procurement of direct consumption. Okay, this comes with the external procurement. Okay, when we are purchasing anything from an external vendor, okay, either it is for stock or consumption, it is a external purchasing, right? Wherein you can see if we are purchasing it for a stock, that is nothing but we are storing it into the place when we receiving from the vendor. That is the procurement for the stock. Direct consumption means we are consuming whenever we receive it. Okay, so that is the direct consumption. Okay, if we go and see the features of this stock and direct consumption. Okay, so procurement of stock wherein, okay, whenever you order a material, you place it in a storage after a goods is shipped. Okay, whenever you receive or issue the material, the stock increases or decreases, right? This is a stock material. Okay, stock materials are used for production, okay, or it is to be used to send it to the customer after some time. That's why these materials are stored in a warehouse or a storage location. The stock materials, when we're using stock material, we should be having a material master, okay, so that whatever the value we purchase, whatever the quantity we purchase, those all things will be accounted for that particular material. So whatever we are procuring, that is some transaction, right? It is a value. That value is going to add it into that particular material in the material master. So that is where the procurement of stock, whenever we procure the material, the cost is going to incur into that material. Okay. This is how the procurement of stock materials is going to happen. Okay. When it comes to direct consumption, okay, maybe the stock material itself, we can use it for a consumption. Okay, that is also possible, or we use non-material procurement, right? Or we use any materials or services, okay, for consumption, right? So those we are not keeping into stock. For example, we can say there is a laptop or mobile or machineries, right? We are not going to store anywhere. So in those cases, we call it as a direct consumption. So during direct consumption, we need to incur those costs into some account, right? So to incur those costs, because in case of material, we have a material master, those cost is going to there, the value and quantity. But in case of consumption, we need to incur that cost. For that, we have to use a account assignment, okay? Wherein direct consumption, we have to have a account assignment wherein those cost is accounted into that particular account assignment category, okay? So this is for example, we can say cost center or project. That project is utilizing or consuming that particular material what we are purchasing, or the service what we are getting from the vendor. That project is consuming. A specific department is a cost center, okay? That is consuming. It may be a training. So HR department is consuming that particular specific cost, okay, as a consumption. So account assignment, right? So when it comes to account assignment, we can use it even in material procurement or consumption procurement. Both the cases we can use. So account assignment is mainly used in purchase requisition, purchase order, and outline agreement, right? When we are having a external procurement, okay, we mostly use purchase orders, right? Purchase orders. So in that there will be a three different categories. Okay, if we go see at eye level, one is one-time purchase order. So whenever we do irregular purchases, okay, some materials we are procuring very rarely. In such cases, we are going to use one-time purchase orders. Okay, but we also have another categories wherein we call it as a contract and schedule agreement. These are also called as a together we call it as an outline agreement. So contract wherein whenever we know, okay, we have to purchase this material, okay, from vendor, a larger quantity or larger value, okay, in a year or in a 6 months or in a 5 years. So then instead of ordering regular purchase orders, okay, we have to use a contract with the vendor, Okay, it will be a long-term contract wherein we specify this much quantity or this much value we buy you. So because of we are giving more order or more chance of this one business to the vendor, so we can have very good price conditions, price negotiations. This can be done with these contracts on based on the contract within the whatever the timeline which is specified in the contract, right? 1 year or 2 year or 5 year, and based on every year what we purchase, we can also get a discount. So we based on this reference to contract, we can create a regular purchase orders so that purchasing department will have very good relationship, also will have very good savings in terms of procurement. Similarly, schedule agreement. This is similar to a contract wherein schedule agreement will have exact schedule, exact timeline wherein they require materials. Okay, that is specified in a scheduling agreement. Scheduling agreement, schedule lines. Okay, the agreement is similar to a contract. Mainly, the scheduling agreements are used in automobile industries wherein they have just-in-time production. Okay, in those cases, we are going to use scheduling agreement. Okay, this is the main difference between external procurement, procurement of stock and consumable materials. Okay, if you have any questions or any doubts, please post your questions. Okay, we'll answer to your queries and we can discuss other things. Okay, in the coming classes. Thank you.